Schittschtick is a character beloved by many. And why? Because he's an everyday part of our lives. We see him coming and going. We see him in all of our media because Schittschtick is just part of the fabric of what it means to have a life in time. Who could forget those signature moments of Schittschtick when he really reached out and colonized our minds with those catchphrases and sayings that still echo and linger today? Let's see some of those.
Guys, let's see what's in my handy dandy infinite bag today. Oh my gosh, it's a whole bunch of scorpions.
You're recording already? Stop littering. Jesus. Okay, are we done? Like I don't know what else I need to stop it.
Hey kids. Are you eating enough vegetables? If not, you may be getting a visit from the grocery police. This has been a Schittschtick.
Hey, everybody. It's your pal Schittschtick here to remind you that tonight we have our once-of-a-lifetime special of the Schittschtick Life Story. Make sure you tune in at 8/7 Central right here on K-Time.
Remember that tonight is the night to go scream and curse at the moon. It's important that we keep the moon in its place so it doesn't take over too often.
99 bullets inside of this gun. 99 bullets inside. Load one up. 5. I've got 98 bullets inside of this gun. 98 bullets.
Hey, playgoers, I speak to thee. Before the next play that you see, you must answer me these riddles.
Hey, so the award for the goriest decapitation in a TV show goes to my favorite donkey, George.
Here's some food for thought. They always say, remember the Alamo. But what are we supposed to remember about it? I can't remember.
Here's some thought for food. Have you wanted a steak recently? Go to Papa Giorgio's.
Schittschtick here once again to remind you to feed your dog and walk them so they don't overfeed and get fat like your I'm sorry, that's wrong, right? Not the right one. Sorry.
Sometimes I stay up late at night thinking about the important stuff in life, like condoms. This has been a Schittschtick message.
Kids, if you're gonna do the drugs, do the cool ones. Do the ones they remember you for. Do the ones that like you see on the celebrities when they take. Hold on.
Someone cut the camera. Stop letting him.
when you ever heard of ketamine?
So then I walked into her hospital room, and she was bleeding out of her eyes.
Hold, here's thought for bees.
And then they left the body-filled cavern. The end.
That's one of the things we always have to remember about life. There's always another show up next.
This is, of course, some footage from Schittschtick's children's program, just to show us how he had that incredible relationship with our young people.
Well, welcome back, everybody. On this wonderful Saturday morning, it's Schittschtick's Corner.
Schittschtick! Yay!
Schittschtick!
Hello.
Now, kids, today is an exciting day on Schittschtick's Corner. We're going to talk about drinking responsibly. So, what you kids...
Mr. Schittschtick, does that mean we shouldn't drink too much water?
Now, Shannon, I'm glad you asked that question. See, water is an important thing to be drinking alongside alcohol. Say you're at the bar. Do you kids know what the standard U.S. drink size is? It's different for different things.
I know.
Oh, Abby, can you explain those?
It's 1.
And that's why we're having this program this morning. Nick, do you have a question before we start?
When you talk about, when you mentioned to take drinking responsibly and you take the sip, the other day when I was on the playground, my friend Richard, I had a Capri Sun and he did it and he kicked me in the shins and took it. And I don't think that was very nice of him. And I don't think that was responsible on his part. I lost my Capri Sun, Richard took it.
Now, Nick, I'm very sorry about that. You'll have to wait until next week when we do our segment on bullying.
Should I drink about it?
Nick, hold your questions until the end of the episode. I feel like we're going to get to a lot of them this episode. Reed?
Hi. I'm such a big fan, Schittschtick. But my mommy, sometimes she likes to put a little bit of alcohol in her orange juice in the morning, and then she gets really mean. And I don't know how to react when she's being mean to me, because I feel like it's my fault. But I know that it's not, because it's the no juice that she puts in her other juice in the morning. What should I do, Schittschtick?
Now, Reed, I'm very glad you mentioned that. That's an excellent example of how to not drink responsibly. Say you're a mother, making a mimosa every morning may not be the right parenting choice. I'm not going to speak for anyone, but keep that in mind as you go along in your life. Reed, hopefully this is something you can learn from, and then you, if you become a parent later in your life, don't screw it up the same way. Now, statistics show that it's more likely than you think, but we're going to ignore that. And we're going to hope to teach you responsible drinking today so that in the future, you don't end up making a mimosa every morning and disappointing your child.
Schittschtick, we've only got time for one more question from one more kid before you have to move on to the musical number. So,
Thank God. Yeah, any more questions? One more question? Hang on, let me switch to gallery view so I can see everybody. Whoever's had their hand up longest, Cal, you seem very impatient.
It was me.
I had my hand up longer. Okay. So my daddy had too much of the no juice, and he started throwing up, and he told me that it was like when I had too much chocolate cake, and I didn't, and I felt queasy, and so is no juice like chocolate cake?
Well, Cal, your parents tell you not to have too much chocolate cake, right? So it'll do bad things to your body. Very similar in that regard. Now, you have to be careful with alcohol. It can do what we call permanent damage, okay? And that's something that...
What does permanent mean?
Permanent, in this respect, means the studio might cut your funding if you don't stop having a problem.
And who can forget that this came up on every episode of Schittschtick's Children's Hour, and invariably he would find himself engaged in media criticism as well as the business of educating our young. That's how much of a Renaissance creature this magical talking frog was. But get right down to it. Who really was Schittschtick? What's the nature of his life? What's his past like? Few people know that Schittschtick started out as a character in fairy tales. He was originally a magical sidekick to heroes. In fact, here's some archival footage of the scene between Schittschtick and the troll who lives under a bridge.
Hey, boss.
Hello, Schittschtick.
You there?
Schittschtick, me been thinking. How you feel about business partnership in real estate?
My magic 8-ball says yes.
Good. Know nothing about real estate.
I have a book on real estate right here.
Convenient bag as always.
Don't
Schittschtick,
call me Schittschtick for nothing.
that they don't. Schittschtick, let's talk brass tacks. What is brass tacks? Guess we don't need it.
It's the tax they put when you buy a brass instrument.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Me wouldn't know.
So, what you thinking about are you thinking we go pillage a bunch of bars and we murder everybody, and then we take those bars and we sell the real estate?
Schittschtick, me ask you a question.
Me
You
answer
ever
question.
watch show Property Brothers? This like that, but with bars. We flip bar, as they say, and turn profit.
Does this include murder?
Yes, absolutely.
Schittschtick really knew how to engage with the people. You know, I'm very tall, and it's very hard to interact on such a difference of height, you know? And so Schittschtick was really down there on their level and could, you know, transfer that information for me. Yeah. Cows.
Hi, I'm Jack from the Beanstalk. I knew Schittschtick back when we were in like middle school, and you know he helped me. He was pretty good at writing, so he'd write my essays for me because I was out there running around stealing harps and climbing beanstalks, and he really meant a lot to me back then. Good guy, good guy.
Schittschtick was really great, okay? It was, you know how enticing it is to make a frog fly and then make him drop bombs on people? My favorite experience. That might have been my favorite. And I could fly, but it was sometimes even better to just like ride a flying frog. That was great.
"'Tis I, King Arthur. See, when I pulled Excalibur out of the lake, Schittschtick was right there with me. Sword in his hand, sword in my hand. We pulled it up together and yelled, "Huzzah!" However, Schittschtick was only a few feet tall at the time, so when I pulled it up and went, "Huzzah!" Schittschtick went flying and flew back into the lake. I didn't see Schittschtick for 3 days after that.
I find it interesting as Schittstick's #1 fan. That's all you need to know me as. I find it interesting that now, after his death, is when everybody sees the value in him. I mean, throughout all of his stories, he was the annoying little frog sidekick. And now that he's dead, people realize how much he meant to those stories and how he really like carried the plot throughout everything. And those heroes would be nothing without him.
I just want to speak to Schittstick's generous heart because every time he came in on Shitface Sunday with his mates, he would always buy them drinks. He would always buy drinks for everyone, and it meant a lot to his friends, and it meant a lot to me because it helped keep my bar afloat through some hard times and all those incursions at the bar. So I just want people to know he was a generous soul.
No, not a lot of people know this, but Schittschtick, actually the one who came up with the whole twine in the maze thing. He said to me, "Theseus," he said, "we're going to get lost in this maze. Why don't we lay down some rope?" And I said, "Good thinking, Schittschtick." And then he pulled out the rope, and the rest was history.
You know what a lot of people don't realize is before my great fall, I actually sat on a lot of walls and even fell off a few of them before that day. But Schittschtick was always there with me. He always had mattresses he'd pull out of nowhere, save me from getting hurt. He'd help strap me onto the wall. Actually, the day the incident happened, he had just gone to the bathroom and he really missed the whole event. He was like, "I gotta pee, Humpty," and I was like, "That's fine. I'll be totally safe on this wall. You know me." And we can't always predict what'll happen, but I feel like if Schittschtick had been there, story would have been different.
Hi, Rapunzel here, and Schittschtick was really so important in my life because before he came along, I didn't have a brush to brush my hair, and it was so tangled. And I'm sorry for the word choice, but it just you don't know what it's like to have a mile of knots in your hair, and
It's almost like having an irresolvable plot. Life took a really decidedly remarkable and dramatic turn for Schittstick when he was drafted into the army in World War II. Schittstick goes to war.
All right, maggots, listen up. Today's the first day of basic training. I need you to stand tall and stand at attention. Can I get a yes, sir, from everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I was a little late there, Schittstick. You want to speak up on time?
You're a little late, sir.
Is that Sass Boy?
Yes, sir.
I need you to drop and give me 5. Now, well, Petty Officer Schittstick here is doing his exercises. I need you all to recite to me the code of the Army. Now, with the hand you're not saluting with, raise it up and repeat after me. I state your name here.
State your name.
Don't say your own damn name.
Woodman.
Like I, Sergeant Blueberry.
I, Sergeant.
Blue.
Know your own damn name.
Private Birdman.
Maggot.
I, Sergeant Nutsack.
Jeremy Wiggins.
Yes, dude.
Sergeant,
I'm gonna need you to raise that hand.
I've done 50 push-ups, so I think that buys me about 9 more opportunities to be rude and sassy to your ass.
Now, Schittstick, I need you to listen here and listen close. If you're gonna survive basic training, boy, you listen to me.
I'm
That
listening.
understood? I state your name here.
I
State your name here.
You undoubtedly solemnly swear
do undoubtedly
I swear
that I will do push-ups when the sergeant tells me to.
that
that I will
do
sleep with the
push-ups
sergeant's wife whenever he's away.
Hold on, Schittstick, what was that?
I said I'll do push-ups whenever you say.
That's what I thought. And that
I
I
definitely said I'm gonna sleep with your wife whenever
What
you're
was that?
away. What? I said that I'm gonna sleep with your wife whenever you're away.
Schittstick, I need you to drop and give me 20 right this minute.
I'll do 80.
For yes, in fact, Schittstick would find himself in a foxhole at the Battle of the Bulge with that very same drill sergeant.
Gentlemen, I've been shot. I've been shot right here in the middle of my chest. Don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this one.
I got him, Sarge. Don't worry. The other guy's dead.
Schittstick. Sarge dies. I think that means you're in command now.
Schittstick, I need you to come here and listen close. Shitstick, I know we've had our upsies and downsies. I know we have our rough patches and our diddly bouts.
Yeah, I did a lot of push-ups, sir.
Shitstick, I've been training you for this moment.
I am a changed frog, sir.
Shitstick, I need you to carry on what I can. I need you to take my infinite infantry bag into your leadership.
Yes, sir. I can do that, sir.
Schittstick, they're coming over into our trenches. What should we do?
Reach in, boys. Grab a nuke.
These haven't been even invented yet.
Lederhosen, Schnitzel, Heil Hitler.
Got him.
You saved us all.
Well, not me. I kind of got shot before all of this happened.
Surely there's something in your infinite infantry bag that can help save the sergeant.
Oh, God, I'm bleeding.
I don't know how to work this thing yet. I mean, I just got it.
Shitstick, I need you to listen.
Whoa!
It's not about the bag. It's about the heart.
Like many war veterans, finding himself searching for meaning. So he took advantage of the GI Bill, and Schittstick went to college.
So, like, Schittstick. You ever think about
Schittstick, you're a funny man. Yeah, you Schittstick.
forgot?
Well, aren't we all Schittstick on
We're
the
all
inside?
Whoa.
They're all Schittstick on the inside.
Ultra
What was that?
shit stick for all my dudes.
Yo, I never realized how much like human rights mattered.
What about frog rights, man? Like, isn't that something you should be concerned about?
Yeah, you're
True.
a frog. That makes sense to me.
That's some deep shit, Frogman.
You ever think about how I know this is the 1960s and politics are probably a lot different than they will be in like, I don't know, 70 years. You ever think about how like it's weird that the wealthiest country in the world has like so many homeless people and people without health care?
Dude, it's weird. I bet you though, in 60 years, it's all gonna change. I bet you we're gonna have a black man become president.
It's gotta be so much better. Like, it has to be.
Right?
Still
Hopefully
facing
more wealth and technology will mean like less inequality, right?
And I mean, it's not like we're gonna be like electing, I don't know, orange people to office.
Crazy.
Orange people.
Orange
Imagine
People
that.
don't exist.
What if in the future everyone is orange?
Can you imagine?
Of course, in college, Schittstick discovered love.
Bethany.
Hey, Schittstick. Thanks for carrying my books back to my dorm from class for me.
Yeah, of course I'm carrying your books. What else would I be doing? I mean, infinite bag means infinite books. Hey, look, Bethany, I've been meaning to talk to you about. Well, my sergeant died in World War II, which was left me this bag full of stuff, and
Oh yeah, you
one of
told
the
me about.
things that was in it was this ring.
Oh, so pretty. Who are you gonna give it to?
It's a question I've been trying to answer for the last 20 minutes. I think I found the right answer.
Schittstick, I care for you deeply. It's not you. It's not you. It's just that I'm a freshman and you're a Schittstick, and I just don't think it would work out between. I want to spare us both future misery. I want to still remain friends, if and keep walking back from class together.
Bethany, look. This is the most vulnerable I've ever been. I know that you're a freshman and I'm an eldritch frog, but things that make us work are the things that make us different.
Schittstick, I had my heart broken once by a frog just like you so many years ago, and I don't know if I'm ready to open up again, even to a frog of your caliber.
Well, Bethany, looks like you've traded one heartbreak for another.
Schittstick, I don't. This situation isn't. Schittstick,
It's not
I love you, but as a friend.
And it's no one.
Trying desperately to forget Bethany. never really completely being able to, wound that gap in his heart, until finally in a fever dream on a beach somewhere in California, Schittstick had an encounter with a surfer dude who helped him see the true meaning of life. Let's see that scene between Schittstick and the surfer dude with a couple of seagulls in the background.
Yes.
Caw, caw, caw.
Hey, man.
George.
Hey.
George, it's good to see you.
You're looking pretty happy these days, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you're gonna need to speak up. The waves are loud today, and quite.
You're looking pretty happy today, man. I'm gonna be honest. You're getting that amphibious vibe. Schittstick, you're looking a little more bummed than usual, man.
Well, yeah, I don't know, something about this beach or this weather reminded me of a couple of major moments in my life that defined who I am. I mean, one is the girl that broke my heart, who said that she couldn't love another frog.
I get it, bro. I get it. When I'm sitting out here in my van, looking out at all those gnarly waves, dude, I'm just thinking about the waves that come and go in life, I'm thinking about that first wave. It hits, and it's massive, man. I'm talking maximum wave. It's out there, and you just want to ride it, and you just want to fucking coast on it, man. But I gotta tell you, that wave crashes at some point. But you know what's behind that wave? Another gnarly riff to surf on, bro.
Yeah. Someday I want to surf a different kind of wave.
Like skateboarding?
Like a TV wave.
What was that? I can't hear you over the ocean.
Yeah, I know. It's so gnarly out there today.
It's pretty gnarly.
TV wave. I want somebody to surf through the media of life and will crash into me.
You talking about like surfing channels, bro?
I'm talking about like surfing channels, bro.
That's a concept, man. That's a concept right there.
That, in fact, was the concept, and that was to mark the future of Schittstick's life. And, in fact, lead him and catapult him to that status that we all hold him in today. This is, of course, the story of Schittstick's life, which was designed clearly to be a magnum opus.
We've gotten through all the tough scenes. We've gotten through my time in the military. We've gotten through my time being a stoner. So now I just want to revisit some of the more cohesive scenes to really put the story together. So the scene that I want to see right now is I want to see my birth. Okay? Can you do that for me? Action.
Honey, how are you feeling?
Awful.
Say that again, please.
I'm sorry. I'm just so caught off guard. I can't even think of the right words to explain how I'm feeling right now.
I know. This is a monumentous moment for me, too. No one said that two frogs could have a child. At least not by the pregnant way, as that's not how amphibious anatomy works, as I recall.
We need an epidural.
You're gonna put more needles into me? I'm only this big. I can't take many more needles. I'm only a little frog.
It's a special frog-sized epidural. Don't worry. We measured you while you were comatose. All the paperwork's been worked out.
Marley, trust Dr. Phillips.
Wow. Now we're gonna have a baby. I'm in so much pain.
Marley, take my hands off the screen.
That didn't help with the pain much.
Dr. Phillips, please be careful. Too much anesthesia could be a bad thing in this situation.
I'm sorry. This is my first time performing on a frog. The last person to do it quit right afterwards, so I really need this to go well.
I think there was too much in that needle because I can't feel my hoppy legs anymore.
Okay, cut. Great job, guys. I really love the artistic direction you took with this. Obviously, I was hatched from an egg, but just seeing me being born through Marley, my mother, that really humanizes me. So I love that direction you took with it. So the next thing I want to see is me going through my teenage years when I was going through a lot of angst and really trying to find myself and figure out who I am. Okay, is that enough direction for you guys, or do you want a specific scenario?
How did you rebel as a teen?
Okay, well, I actually, I have some sticky fingers, so I used to go around and steal things from random stores. I thought that it was really funny at the time. So let's just see a scene with me stealing from a convenience store. I think that'd be great. Go ahead.
It was sticky. I thought it was mucus. Isn't that like kind of slimy?
Mine's sticky.
Action.
That'll be $9.95. Do you want paper or plastic?
$9.95. Your dreams. I don't need no bag.
Hey, S squared, are you sure this is what you want to do right now? We trying to get into college. We can't be arrested.
Bill, my life is a wild type of life. Maybe college ain't the place for old S squared.
For a frog, you sure have big pockets. What? I just saw you take some gum. What does a frog need with gum?
You didn't see him take anything. I gave him that before we came into the store. You didn't see him take anything from your store. His pockets are naturally big. Mind your business, lady.
Okay.
Bill, it doesn't matter. That convenience store owner, they don't matter. Let's just get out of here. All of our stuff, including this, which was yours, but is now mine.
S squared, I don't know how to feel about this now.
Look, Bill, life's a wild ride, and I intend to make that.
Okay, cut. Perfect. That's a wrap for that scene. All right. Now I want to jump forward a bit. This hasn't yet happened yet, but I have a really good feeling about this. I want to see my death scene. Okay. I have a feeling that I'm gonna live a long life. I'm gonna die of old age, surrounded by my dozens of children and my 3 wives. But you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I did only hire 3 actors, so I might want to cut the cast down a bit. Okay, I want to see me dying of old age with my lovely wife and my oldest child. Go ahead, action. Oh, wait. Noir. Noir is going to come back. I want to see it in Noir.
All right, let's do this, guys. This show.
So much said, so much unsaid.
Can you repeat that, Dad?
Millie, I knew you'd be the death of me somehow. I just didn't know it would take so long. And little Schittschtick. One of these days you had to learn. The only thing life does is end. It goes, and then it ends.
Hey, John, can you get a little closer to the mic for me?
Billy, your father's old and he's not always gonna be able to speak the way that you would like him to. And with that, you just have to be able to be there for him, okay? So what he basically is trying to say is life ends for everyone at some point, and you just have to be over it.
I can see the light coming for. Oh, I'm sorry. Son, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, out of hearing of you, what they didn't know is that I knew my father's death had been coming for a while. I had prepared. I was ready to see him off.
I can see the light coming for me now, and all that are left are my last words. I don't know why I'm saying this, but this feels like what my last words should be. Don't trust Claire.
Cut. Perfect. I love the drama. I love the suspense. That's exactly how it's going to go down. You guys are great. All right, that's a wrap, I think. I think we got everything.
Let's hear from the people in Schittstick's life about what Schittstick really means to them.
Hi, my name's Hugh Jackman, and I worked with Schittstick on a film called Frogs Diddly Down, and all I can say is that he was a fantastic person to work with, and very professional on set, and just really brought the life to the film. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Meryl Streep, and I just wanted to send a message to all of those grieving Schittstick right now. Little known fact, he actually played, originally in the original script of Mamma Mia, there was supposed to be a fourth dad played by Schittstick. We filmed everything. Unfortunately, it didn't make it into the final cut, but it was just so amazing to work with such a talented actor, and losing him is a true loss to the acting community.
Hey, I'm Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, and I just wanted to say I really enjoyed working with Schittstick on this really beloved movie. I'm just really glad that we all get to have that piece of him with us forever.
Hello, it's me, it's the Sandman, Adam Sandler. See, when I worked with Schittstick on Click 2, Shit Click, Schittstick was really just a vibrant energy on set. He always tried to take the remote, and he tried to change my skin color to green like when I was the Hulk in that one car pot. But when Schittstick came in, he took the remote and he went, and it just kept me rolling on the floor. I love my...
Hi, I'm Mr. Rogers. While due to network censorship, we weren't able to air some of the colorful dialogue gave us for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Working with him, he just showed me that he knew what being a neighbor was all about.
Hello, it's Beyonce. I just wanted to let everybody know that meeting Schittstick was a phenomenal experience, and I was so nervous to start acting before, but Schittstick was such an inspiration to me and to all of my family. So when I got into the acting business, I felt way more confident, and he was very nice to me. We were having our conversations. So I decided to name my child Schittstick.
Hey, Benedict Cumberbatch here, and Schittstick was my inspiration growing up. I always knew if a frog could make it in this industry, then a lizard person like me could.
In the shooting of Castaway 2, when he played Wilson 2, he just gave me so much to work with, especially because he was the only other actor ever on camera, and just getting to work with him was a dream come true, and I think he really deserved that Best Supporting Actor Oscar.
Schittstick was my brother. He was my brother in like a way that we are actually related, and I'm very sad about his death. But
Hey guys, it's me, Timothy Chalamet. I've gotten to work with Schittstick on some really cool stuff recently. as I've, rose to fame. But I just want to give a shout out to my boy. Love you forever, Schittstick.
I'm Shitsy, one of Schittstick's lovers. And he was fine, I guess. I mean, we dated on and off for a couple of months, and he brought me a lot of flies, because frogs eat flies. But overall, I found someone else. But a lot of people care about his death, so sad.
When I worked with Schittstick on many of my projects, I I remember Schittstick was actually on the original cast of Freaks and Geeks. He was actually called Frogs and Geeks when he was first on it, and he just took everybody laughing around, and he just really made it a better place. And me and him, we snuck a couple greens backstage, if you know what I mean.
Hey, it's me, Quentin Tarantino. I really had a good time working with Schittstick. Originally, he was supposed to have Samuel L. Jackson's part in Pulp Fiction, and while I loved working with him all the time, I just felt like his sensibilities were a little crude, a little rude, if you will. But other than that, he was wonderful.
I only met Schittstick a few times, and that was at like corporate parties and things like that. And every time he was just such a great person. And you could see as his decline in health came about when he started really getting on drugs, but then you could also see when his rise back into full health came back, and I was so proud of him. And I'm really hoping that he makes a full recovery from his stint in the hospital right now, because he's fought a long fight, and me and my beastie man are so excited to see him again at our next corporate party this December in Arendelle.
Hey, famous childhood actor Macaulay Culkin here. So, Schittstick was actually the one who introduced me to heroin. So, I kind of hate him for that. But I still have to acknowledge the impact he had on the film and television world, and he will be missed. Not by me, but he will be missed.
Hello, everyone. It's Ellen DeGeneres here. Whenever Schittstick was on my show, he was such a great dancer. He always brought a leap of joy to the show. He was the life of the party, and he'll be missed, especially by my cast member who we love to play pranks on, Andy.
So, hello everyone, Jimmy Buffett here. Y'all might not know, Schittstick actually wrote the original verses to Margaritaville, as I've been able to profit off of that as a musical, as various restaurants, and as, of course, my #1 hit song. In fact, the wasting away again in Margaritaville, he came up with that, and, I stole it. And so, really, I really owe him a lot of money, so let's not talk about it.
Hey guys, I'm Justin Bieber, and I think it's time that I say it. Schittstick and I were in love. He never said anything about it, but our love was just too strong, and I'm really upset with his departure. It was too early.
Hello, my name is Gordon Ramsay, and I really am disappointed about all the missed opportunities that I would have had with Schittstick. I think he would have been great deep fried or pan-seared or with a nice lard sauce. What are some other ways you cook frogs? Boiled, grilled.
It's me,
skewered.
Matthew McConaughey. Back when I was working with Schittstick on some of my earliest movies, he'd come to my bongo circles every night, and he kind of tossed me a couple lines. Schittstick actually inspired my catchphrase. When I said, all right, all right, all right, it's actually from when Schittstick was trying to calm me down from one of the spookiest highs I've ever been on. He put his hand on my shoulder, webs and all, and said, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. And I thought, well, I just had to roll with that. I really miss him.
Hey, it's me, Lucy Morningstar. And I just gotta say, Schittstick was a great friend of mine. and honestly a great business partner. He helped me come up with a couple of the deadly sins. I didn't even think of sloth until he suggested it. And though I'm sad he's gone, I look forward to working with him again downstairs.
My father was Bill Moneybags, and he had his own shit stick, and I got my own shit stick, and shit stick is the only person I would let me call Moneybag because I just really love shit sticks so much. And generationally, we call the shit sticks the S squared. So there's family nicknames, it's just we've been together my whole life, and I'm so grateful to have had the life experiences that I've had with him, and I'm praying that he gets well, but if he doesn't, then I'm genuinely going to miss him, and I'm going to make grand donations in his name and in his honor.
Hey, Shitstick here, and if I ever die, make sure to put this in my in the clip where they put all the celebrities together, because I just wanted to say the most important person in my life has definitely been me, and I'd really like to thank me for all the things that I've done for me, because that was really cool of me. Thanks, guys. Enjoy my death. Oh.
And that is our retrospective on Schittschtick. I can't.
My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea.
So then somebody else picks up the next line.
Lies over the sea.
My Bonnie lies over the ocean.
So bring back my Bonnie to me.